On this Thanksgiving edition of Phoenix News, community partners come to SOI for the Trade and Industry Education Day.
We take a look back at Hispanic Heritage Month and the Spirit Week upon SOI's campus.
All of this and more. Welcome back to Phoenix News. I'm Madeline Saisanasi.
And I'm Jude Sabatini.
Jude, a lot has been happening on SOI's campus lately. The school year is in full swing, making a push towards the holiday season.
I know. With Thanksgiving coming up, we want to start our show off with a very impactful video about one of Springdale Public Schools' most treasured mentors, Miss Pat Ellison.
Yes, she was such a pioneer in musical arts and helped pave the way for so many students. We here at SOI are honored to have a piece of our facility named after Miss Ellison.
We at Phoenix News, along with our faculty and staff, are humbled and eager to show you our dedication video for the Pat Ellison Performing Arts Center.
Having a performing arts center is the fact that it's especially designed for those performing arts. There comes along a person once in a lifetime that really has the effect that Miss Ellison had on people and children.
I've never known anyone who could pull kids in and make them believe, regardless of what it was, in what they were doing because of her.
I mean, I wanted to be Miss Ellison. She was my idol. I mean, like that's what I wanted to happen. I wanted to hear like she heard. I wanted to motivate like she motivated. I wanted to, inspire like she inspired.
That doesn't just come from the kids. They had a leader that taught them how to do that and expected that of them, and they wanted to be that way. It started with, that was a priority of hers at Springdale High School. But they didn't start out playing in a performing arts center either. But it got built to that, and those kids have it. Then HAR-BER gets their performing arts center. And now Don Tyson has one that's named in honor of the matriarch of all those music programs.
I think she would really love it, Now, you have to know that Pat Ellison's a very humble lady. It was more about for the students than it was for herself.
As I said, she attained so many honors, but it was never about her. It was always about Springdale Public Schools and the kids in that program.
The namesake of Pat Ellison will continue her legacy of excellence in music and art and everything that we do. She is a pervasive force in this community and will be for a lifetime.
We didn't know what the rest of the state was doing. We were just doing our thing. We were getting a little bit better every day. And the only reason we were doing it was for the fun of getting a little bit better every day and seeing what we could do. We weren't competing against other bands. It's like watching these time-delayed photography of flowers blooming. I miss watching that growth, and I miss my growth because of them.
Future generations won't personally know Miss Ellison, but they will feel her impact for years to come because of our state-of-the-art Performing Arts Center.
On October 5th, our campus also experienced another milestone for students who are interested in the career and trade industry.
Yes, several hundred students from Northwest Arkansas came to SOI to tour the industry booths and learn more about potential careers in the technical fields. Our Phoenix News crew takes us behind the scenes of this event.
Today we have a lot of vendors from Northwest Arkansas in the area of trade and industry, and they are here to showcase their career opportunities and the different equipment that they work with every day. We are very excited to have them.
It's really important for our local companies, especially when their parents have either worked for us or currently working for us. We employ over 5,000 people in Northwest Arkansas. So it's really important to show young professionals what's out there.
So many times in life you get out there and you try a little bit of this or you try a little bit of that and you discover this really isn't your thing, this isn't really your thing, or maybe this is. The opportunities you guys have here with your trade school, whether it be auto body, electric, mechanical, whatever you guys are doing, it's an opportunity to try a lot of things out.
I feel like it's very important. It lets me discover more opportunities in the industrial field, whether that be in CNC machining or just straight up welding.
I think it's pretty important for me because it helps me gauge what I can do coming out of high school and what type of education I'll need to do something I would like.
It's really important that the students get to not only talk to the people today and understand the job opportunities with the different careers that they could have and what they'd be working with and who they'd be working with. To network is really important.
It's great to see our school getting the chance to put on such a meaningful exhibit.
We would like to give a big thank you to all the trade and industry professionals who came to our campus and donated their time.
Jude, October was very busy, and recently our students got to experience our school's Hispanic Heritage Month with a ceremony put on by the Spanish department and its students.
Yes, Hispanic Heritage Month here at SOI is so meaningful for all the students and staff. This year's celebration highlighted the importance of Hispanic culture, such as food, dance, music, and much more.
Welcome to our Hispanic and Indigenous Heritage Celebration.
I had many jobs when I came to the city. I was a mechanic, dishwasher, busboy, and waiter, and became a cook later. Anyway, when I was a taxi driver, a young boy came and told me,
honestly, I don't know how students view this event. Some students will probably view it for food or to play games, but I mean, the way I view it is just to embrace Hispanic culture a lot more throughout what our culture is well known for.
National Hispanic Heritage Month celebrates the contributions, achievements, the cultures, and the successes of Latinos in the United States.
Hispanic Heritage Month starts on the 15th of September, which celebrates a lot of the Independence Days in a multitude of Spanish-speaking countries. And some others celebrated on the 8th, but the majority celebrated on the 15th.
Why is it so important? Because America, we cannot ignore how Hispanic Americans are America, just like everyone around us is America. We have to celebrate those things, and also we have to celebrate our Hispanic students, celebrate Hispanic youth, so that we can continue having a culture that accepts diversity and thrives in diversity.
food by far. Food is delicious. We have, my dad makes sopa de fideo with quesadillas like every week.
I really like flan. I like ponches too. We always have ponches whenever it's Christmas Eve. Yeah, they're really good.
There's just so much, like for example, like eating tamales like around Christmas times and having eating all the leftovers from like all the tamales for New Year's and having them like just last so long because he just made so much. But what my grandma does, she also makes lentejas, and they're kind of like beans, they're tiny, and like it's like tradition, like good luck or something if you eat those.
We started doing Dia de los Muertos because a lot of our family has died in Mexico, so we want to honor them here.
Dia de los Muertos, we go visit like our family that died, stuff like that, and like we just like give them flowers.
There's a lot of different foods that come with it and traditions and like learning how to do stuff, and just the way you're raised, that has a lot to do with our culture.
I really like the food and how they're like so proud of being what they are, and like, you know, stuff like that.
I'm proud to be Mexican because my family is proud.
I love the fact that we celebrate this at the very end because kids have spent all month learning about it in their social studies classes, in their foreign language classes. Honestly, in art, a lot of our teachers have come together to really focus on and teach our kids about Hispanic Heritage Month. At SOI, we also focused on Indigenous heritage because it just intertwines, and so much of that culture is the Indigenous culture.
They're like, oh man, you know, my mom or my grandma makes these at home, and so it's kind of cool and it's kind of special. And then also sharing these with people who are, you know, non-natives, getting them to try these foods, I think it's pretty special. I think that stuck out to me.
I feel like it's really helped us embrace our culture a little by showing it to other people, saying how, look, we're different, and it's good and it's pretty.
Talk about a magnificent event. This Hispanic Heritage Celebration was so much fun and educational at the same time. We're very grateful for everyone who helped put this event together.
I agree. One of our Phoenix News reporters took the time to poll some of our students here on campus to see what their thoughts were on celebrating Hispanic Heritage last month.
So it was Hispanic Heritage Month?
Yes.
No, I didn't.
No. It's September.
I know I didn't.
No, I didn't. I didn't know that it was Spanish Heritage Month. No, actually did not. Is there any traditions you like doing with your family, friends?
Yeah, I think Dia de los Muertos would kind of be nice because a lot of people are like, look spooky.
Celebrating Christmas a day early, like on the 24th. And like we make pupusas every once in a while, which is nice.
Celebrating Dia del Niño, or we just like but like we celebrate the kids, all the grandchildren and all that. But we just get together as a family and eat out.
Eat pozole on like rainy days.
Well, some of my favorite traditional foods were tamales, and like especially during like the winter months, and sometimes during the summer, my mom would just make a bunch of hot food for no reason. Another traditional favorite, like one of my favorite traditional foods, is pozole and menudo, which is basically just soup.
I like tamales and agua de Jamaica and also agua de horchata, and I like celebrating Day of the Dead.
What I like about being Hispanic is that there's different parts or different people that that have like multiple different cultures and what they do and what they celebrate, what they eat, and I just think it's fun knowing all that and experiencing.
My favorite part of being Hispanic is the foods like tortas, gorditas, tacos, and the traditions we have as a community and what we do as a community. And another thing is like the people, how we communicate, how we are with each other.
This is Man on the Street, brought to you by Phoenix News. I'm Naomi Chavez, and I'm signing off.
Now it's time for a word from our sponsors. After the break, we'll have more about our Spirit Week contests, so don't go anywhere.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Come see the largest pre-owned inventory in Northwest Arkansas.
Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it in McClarty Daniel Country. With 800 pre-owned vehicles at 6 giant locations in Bentonville and Springdale, there's something for everyone. Plus,
At McClarty Daniel, you're protected.
drive worry-free for 7 years or 200,000 miles with the MD Pre-Owned Advantage. And when it's time to sell your car, we're ready to buy it, even if you don't buy from us. Have you visited McClarty Daniel Country yet?
Visit us online at mcclartydaniel.com.
Welcome back. Halloween marks the first of the major holidays leading into Thanksgiving and Christmas. DTSOI celebrated Halloween by bringing spirit for all the students and staff.
For all those who participated, they were given the opportunity to let out their school spirit as well as earning points for their house team.
My overall thoughts on Spirit Week are it's a pretty cool week. Everyone gets to dress up and just show off a different side of them.
What motivates me to participate in Spirit Week? Probably coming to school, just looking different, because Spirit Week's a different kind of day, not just any old bland, simple day.
Where did you find this wonderful costume?
I stole it out of my sister's closet.
Isn't that creepy?
Yeah.
I think my favorite Spirit Day is probably going to be the Anything But a Backpack.
The Fall Fest is for 6th through 8th graders. It is an event we have planned by our Phoenix Odyssey, our student council for this year. And we are making a carnival-like station where there will be all different types of fall activities for the kids. We're going to have an esports for the inside. And then outside we'll have pumpkin bowling, tic-tac-toe, which is what I'm painting right now, is a pumpkin tic-tac-toe, blow-ups. We're gonna have all sorts of fun things for our 6th through 8th graders. So we've kicked off the whole week with Spirit Week, trying to bring our what we lost in COVID with the student body. We brought it back with liveliness and how fun it will be to get our students engaged. We're going to watch Ratatouille. This was voted on by our 9th through 12th student body in a Google form. And it should be a lot of fun. And it's going to be in the cafeteria. It should be the east or the west. And it should be a lot of fun. I'm really excited for it.
America spent $10.14 billion on Halloween.
It's crazy to think that people have that much money to spend on Halloween. We had a few students who were in such a spirit, they made their own project where they spent their time at Spirit Halloween to learn more about the holiday.
Hello, my name is Otako Taming, and I'm a junior at DTSOI, and I'm with
Joshua Moreno. I am a senior at DTSOI.
We visited one of the top Halloween stores in Northwest Arkansas called Spirits Halloween. What are some of the things we saw in that store?
We saw costumes displays that range from $10 to $400.
In our visit to Spirit Halloween, we saw one of their most expensive props that was around $400. It was an automated robot that moved around whenever you stepped on a pressure pad. Can you tell us what was one of the least expensive things you saw?
One of the least expensive things we saw was a little bottle of blood.
How much was it?
It was $14.
What did you dress up as?
I dressed up as a character from one of my favorite shows.
What was that show?
It was called Money Heist.
How much did your costume cost?
It was $60. You know, 2,000 years ago, people would have bonfires and dress up.
Yeah, I also heard that they would do that to scare off the ghosts.
They would also call it Hallow Eve, and it was soon to be called Halloween.
Well, looks like I've spent all the Christmas money I had set aside. Isn't that scary?
Yeah, Jude, it totally is. But I know something that will lift your spirits. This week's influential teacher.
This week's influential teacher is Mr. Schroeder. He has been such an inspiration to all the students that have come through his way.
Working with extended help students or students that might have a problem with math, right, or English or something like that is very rewarding. I was also a student that had trouble in math. I didn't like math. I couldn't see the board, which was one of my problems when I was in 6th grade. And when you can't read a board, it's very difficult to learn how to do algebra. Many nights I would work at home and work on homework and to get it not quite right or something wrong, and it was frustrating. Helping students that have trouble with math or English or anything else is very rewarding, and it's a very good job. How far are we going to go in our car? We're going to go 0 miles because 20 times 0 is... Well, it's very easy. You bring the content to where it's something that somebody can understand. You make the content likable as much as you can with math. And then you end up with real-world applications of math. And I think if you do those 3 things, you'll be a successful math teacher that works with students that may have some issues working with math. Very, very important. If you have a good relationship, then you have a good relationship. Now, it sounds funny, but think about that. If we have a good relationship with each other, if we have a hard time or a troubling time, that relationship will build it and bring it back together. I think that it helps. Do I have any better relationship than any other teachers here? I don't think so. I think that each teacher that's successful works around that relationship and builds it.
I really see why he's this week's influential teacher.
Yes, he's always in such good spirits.
Well, that concludes this segment of Phoenix News. We want to wish you all a safe and happy Thanksgiving break.
We'll see you in the next one.